Prestige was a lot more beneficial to me in terms of some of the wonderful projects. I had some of the earlier year of my life in Indonesia as I experienced working in steel structures. So those time I learned a little and use it here. So with my discussion, basically a story of two projects where we have used the structural steel. Maxim Gorky, the famous writer of USSR, once wrote his autobiography and wrote the My University. His university was not the colleges he went, universities was the people whom learn. One of the carpenter, one of the mochi, those people were his university, very interesting book. So for me, my universities, I realize is my projects. Every project was a learning ground and I learned much more in each project than my entire civil engineering. This is my next 20 minutes which is allotted to me. I have a small video of this building construction if you get a time. So, our story starts with the UBCity. Many of you in Bangalore are aware that we have done the UBCity, and when we were building UBCity, we had gone through a lot of challenge, and one of the challenge was the top pinnacle. That day in something in 2004, 2005, we didn't have a people to do, only option was L&T, and L&T also has a limited resource. And we have scratched our head how to do that pinnacle, and we were like a normal people, we were thinking we'll get one crane, make the pinnacle, put it on the top. We were not aware of steel, how to do in the one of the presentation on Petronas Tower, which incidentally done by the Evershunde, we have seen from the owners, and we realized we can do the incremental launching, we can make build by build, and the top piece we can leave 1 or 2 floor open and slip online. So if you see the top SS piece, which is almost like a 22-meter long, we have made the 2-floor hollow and built, slip it on and do. So that was our struggle. Those days we didn't have enough steel contractor to do on the line. Now, why we had gone for a structural steel building after that, that's an interesting phenomena. Till those time, our total number of project was running 160 or something in the built area. We were getting it doubled in a year. Shantiniketan was a one building which was making our entire construction double. Whatever we built in first 20 years, next one project was making it double. And after Shantiniketan, we started doing lot more analysis what to do, because today as a developer, we are developing, the numbers are too big. Today we are having 45 million square feet under construction, 65 million square feet next stage of development, 44 million square feet is roughly in the planning. More than 110 million square feet we are developing. We need innovation, we need new technology, we need new ideas. We just can't do with the conventional method. There is not enough people to build it. Maivan was one of the success story in aluminum formwork which we say and we carry forward, and now many of our project is running. But we needed more than Maivan. We needed a lot more than. Then that's how we started the thinking about it, and structural steel has come. Another thing was, after that era, we start getting some of the recognized structural steel contractors. They were not vendor. Avnish was talking what was lacking in the steel. 4 years back, if I have to purchase steel, Jindal people used to say, if you want to buy gold, you can go to the market, pay the money and get the gold. Not with a structural steel. Structural steel, you have to go to the Jindal or Tata, pay the money, wait for 1 month, only then you will get the steel. That was the scenario. It's changing, slowly changing, and that's how we have started our structural steel journey. Another reason was, we were doing lot of commercial space, which is not known to the many people like Cisco or HP, lot of commercial building we are doing, and we were looking for something new to take it up, and we looked west and we realized structural steel maybe is one of the options. We had some of the success with 1 or 2 small work at structural steel. So that's how this was the thought process and taking the structural steel on the line. We had options, structural steel, RCC conventional, we had a pre-stress, we had a composite steel section. Many of options were available when we had gone. That time we were working with a JSW on one or a smaller project, and then we thought of taking it up as a structural steel building, and that's how, that was our decision making. When we were going for a structural steel building, there were many reasons. We will have a structural steel, hundred of reasons, strength and all. We all knew a lot of experienced professional is here. We were thinking for a two main aspect. One was time, and second was the cost. Bangalore is a dollar market. Commercial space, you get the maximum rent as a dollar, 65 rupees, 64 rupees. So for developer, if he is putting more money, then how he will get return? So these were the questions. And second, high-rise building in CBD, RCC was a tough thing. So we were looking if we can do with the steel and save the time. Our target was if we can save the year or something more time, and that we will get it in rent. 1930s Empire State Building, the floor to floor construction was 3 days. And we were hoping to achieve 7 days here, and these were the reasons for us to think for a structural steel, but there was a cost difference. RCC building of a similar type and steel building of a similar type, the cost difference was almost like 550 rupees, more than 10% of a building cost. And it was a huge challenge. We work innovatively, we work with our designers, Bombay based, Mahim Tura was our designer, and we had reached somewhere to the composite structure, and we say, let us see if we can do composite structure and make it a building. Kingfisher Tower was another example where we were forced to use steel because very heavy transfer loads and transfer girder, and we had a 123-meter cantilever. So these were two experiences, and we were privileged to work with the both of the best contractors, JSSL and the Evershunde, in these two projects. This is the building I'm talking about it. A completed building in the center of city. If you go to Vidhan Soda, you can't miss it. We are inaugurating this in next 20 days. Deloitte as a client has taken up this building, 7th floor, and most probably in the next few months we will rent it out fully. Few ground floors are, first few floors are retail, so anybody can visit. So something in a similar pattern of UB City. One of the interesting thing which you will notice later part is the lighting design is done by the Sydney-based LDP. So this will change the skyline of a building. CBD of any city define the city itself. UB City has changed the way Bangalore looks. So this is the next project in the line for you. We took a lot of calls, and again, but my submission is our purpose, our primary purpose of steel selection was saving the time. Second, we had some good relation with the steel contractor, and we were thinking to continue one more building, and that was experiment. We have to, this one experiment we were thinking if we can take it and do the many more buildings repeat on the line. Cost, as I said, we were ready to give up the around 450 rupees per square feet extra to take a challenge in the center of city. Many people say steel. 4 years back and today, what is our experience of structural steel challenges in the market? I tried to get the structural steel penetration in the construction industry, couldn't get more accurate data, but my estimate is, or guess is less than 0.1% of Indian construction market. If I see what is the structural steel produced versus what is the construction industry, that has a lot more challenge. Anything which I am going to do, I have to depend on a very small availability of a market, which scenario is changing, and time will change. Early 50s, early 30s, LPG gas was sold on the footpath or something, and they were trying to convince people how to use the LPG gas. They have to convince the people, same as a tea. Maybe structural steel industry also has to do those kind of innovative method to become more relevant. How there's more than 60% in the US and the less than 0.1% in India. Familiarity, my people don't understand steel, what is the sequence of it? Forget people, engineers take a lot of time to understand what is structural steel on the line. Small accessories, if I got some 10 bolt missing, I had to call somebody in Bombay to get it. It's not available. I'm saying Bangalore is a big market. So these are some of the challenges which is over the time getting relaxed and keeping, pace with the scenario on the line. We had faced these challenges in the line. Another story is why structural steel started. Empire State Building, I'm giving one of the first tall building in those days. If they would have built in RCC, entire floor would have covered with RCC because the technology of RCC and steel didn't give the space. So they didn't have option but to use the steel in some of the floor, I believe up to 30. They have to use SS steel. Otherwise, they would not have got any usable area. Steel gave that advantage to the user, get the extra carpet area. What I loved about steel, few things. Developer, project manager, one of the most important thing with the steel is the quality. I got perfect factory finished product, something which is produced in a factory under test condition and come. You compare with any other construction site, best of construction site in India, your major issue is dust control, quality, the bad quality, the poor workmanship, safety issue, which steel eliminate up to the greatest extent. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the user's account. I am not talking from the steel company or I am not talking from the construction company. I am just giving the user account. Second, most important thing which steel gave us was predictability. When I did the structural steel building, my cost prediction for structure was 99% correct. Versus RCC, where I normally come to know about the concrete till last bill, I will not able to know exact changes. We were more comfortable with the changes at till last moment, and then we get into it like. High-rise building, if I use the steel mainly along with the core wall, the speed could be anything. But when we do the combination of steel and concrete, it becomes difficulty. Our experience here was a bit tough because we had one international contractor who was doing steel and one very mid-range civil contractor who was doing the construction. So it was a marriage of one tractor tire and one Mercedes-Benz, and I have to run with the full speed. And that was one of the biggest challenge on the line. This is the building, the Prestige Straight Tower. We built some of the silent feature of a building. This is the perspective. You can see this building from Vidhan Soda. This is one of the most visible building in that area. It's in final stage. We are completing in a regular, as I say, May 2017. Accurately, it's a 20th May 2017. We are inaugurating. The building is the full. Some of the basic idea about how and what we have done it. We have done I'm just giving it's not steel, but we had to run some tough subsoil condition, which took us a lot of time to do, and the right side one is completed this project. Basement, we had a tough time. Whatever time we wanted to save in the steel, we actually lost in the basement, and the whole timeline has gone off the line. This is some of the photo. This is the composite structure we did. Composite structure where it has brought us the cost advantage of almost 100 rupees square feet, which was quite critical for this project. It brings lot of restrictions to us. Like you can't build more than 3 floors at a time. You have to encase the concrete column. You have to encase the beams or everything which is surrounding on the line, and then work on the. So these are some of the way we have done the encasing of a building, and then the deck sheets and the further construction of it. If anybody wanted to know how exactly we did, I have a small video which can show you the way we have done the construction on that line. These are the under construction photo of a building. Joints, we have done the bolted joint all across. One of the biggest challenge was transporting the 12-meter beams to the location. Biggest challenge. When we were starting the construction, we were thinking, wow, we will do 12-meter, 2-3 floor at a once done. But when you come to city, getting 12-meter means you have to get in the trailer and getting into city. With the traffic police says you can't work in day, and neighbor says you can't work in a night. And we had a school in neighborhood who say you can't work morning 2 hours, you can't work evening 2 hours. So we had our own challenges on the line. So we were thinking what was thinking as the most beneficial thing become the most difficult thing, but we managed on the line. And the second thing was, as I said, steel is a manufactured product, precision up to last mm. But when we do concrete, our precision is not up to last mm. So if you make a mistake in the concrete, how to correct in the steel? It was challenge. It was quite a big challenge. The site corrections were tough, the line of part of it. This was a composite structure, as I say. It has actually slowed down the process. So later part of it, when we did the new building and new people, other people who were looking for the structural steel building, we advised them not to do the composite. You do the pure steel, and they have achieved a better result. So it was a learning experience. It's not composite is not good in the scenario. Indian scenario, matching these two difficult contractor was one of the challenge which we had faced through. Again, another thing is steel gave us one of the biggest advantage, the cascaded beams, and we use the service. So it means in a similar floor height, 4.5, we got a much more volume on the all line. My fall ceiling height, my space available to us was far better than any of RCC. RCC, I would not have achieved this so easily on the line. This is some of the photo which is indicating how we did the cascaded, and the other part is the services to understand. Some more photos on services for your reference. Challenging part was glazing. Facade. Facade is the unitized structure, and it's a combination of granite and the glazing. And the biggest challenge in steel was, compared to any RCC building, it offered more vibration. Glass is a brittle, so if you give the more vibration to glass, the possibility of breakage is more. Building sway and movement is little more in the steel. And that was a challenge which we have worked with the main heart, and then we found the solution. We gave some corrective measures in the line. These are some of the photos of how we did the glazing. Fascia by fascia, we took it on the line and done it. Now, to end, this is the learning experience of a project manager. What we thought in the Bangalore CBD will be beneficial, and what was a reality was different. So one of the biggest challenge, as I say, the transporting steel was the biggest challenge in the center of city. And the CBD, ideally in any other CBD world across, you should get benefit of doing the high structural steel building, high rise and all. We could not take the full benefit because of the restrictions. It was a VIP road. One chief minister's son was living back of it, mayor was living in the next door. So you had a time restrictions, and you have to manage on the line. So this was a challenge in making the building in structural steel. So now it's a learning for us and learning for anybody else who's coming in the future on the line. This is the building, ladies and gentlemen. Left is a perspective, and right is a building which is visible from across the city. As I say, this is going to be next the destination. We are seeing this in the writing on a wall. The people, lot of people are, the common man stopping and asking, what is this? Is it a hotel or something? If you go to any international city, you find the buildings of that city define the kind of building. Today, if you look the Bangalore, instead of Vidhan Sudha, many times it comes as a UV city. This is the next UB city for us as a company coming on the line. These are some of the closer look of a building and done. With this, actually I wanted to thank the people who were involved. A lot of story. Anshul can tell you much more about that project than me. There are a lot of story, how we had gone. We took quite some time to reach on this decision to go with the steel. It's a developer, it's not easy to venture in the new technology or something which is not done in your part of world and then take it up. Many times we thought what is done in the West or Europe is good, but the things are different. There the temperature is extreme cold and here it's extremely hot. So it's just a user account and experience to tell you that this was a starting point of a building And now we have finished it. In a month or two, we will present this building to Bangalore, and the story on the line. You are welcome to ask anything after maybe in the coffee break or something related with the building on the line. After that, I have a small story, if time permits. So the very small story is, there is another building next to UBCT called Kingfisher Tower. We are inaugurating that building also in October or November this year. Challenge was 111 meter height, we have to do 23 meter cantilever. And that was quite a task, knowing that it was a cantilever and without redundancy. This is the scenario, and the story is, when we have designed, we have started, my architect suggested we want 23 meter cantilever at 111 meter height, built it. And the developer or owners have entrusted the task on me, boss, that's yours, whatever you do, but I want safe, I want perfectly, I want finish on the line. We had gone to drawing board, we have done all possible thing in our wisdom to do it, and then I ask only two questions to my management. I say, you give me the choice of designer and choice of contractor, because there the cost should not come. So Mr. Hatkar was a structural designer, and he had gone through a lot, and earlier the 23 meter cantilever was freestanding. There was nothing below, nothing up, and then we come up the support system of that key, like branches of a tree. We thought how to support it, so make the little redundancy add up on the line. And second, same time we had worked with two prominent structural steel contractor and asked their suggestion how to do it. Evershundai and JSSL, both of them were gracious enough to help us on our design process. Later, the Evershundai has built it, and to my amazement, one of the most difficult thing where I lost the sleep over it, they did in the simplest possible manner. When they were working, I say, wow, it is possible to do so simple and so good. They did perfectly safe at 111 meter height, 23 meter cantilever, constructed without any incident, with the highest possible wind at that location. People can't stand on that line. It's a story. This building, when it will be completed, you can see from the MG Road side, this is the 23 meter and 19 meter cantilever. We have actually recreated what was there in the ground of a famous businessman and at the top of the building. Let me not take the name, and we built on the line. So this branches or this supports you are seeing, it was not there in the original plan. We have to convince the architect. We have to convince the architect it's not possible to do without it, and we have to convince, actually I pursue a lot with Evershundai to take it up. This was too small job for them, but since their management was very good and quite supportive, and they took it to the L&T and finished it off. So this is the story of how other case of structural steel will do it. A small video is there.